Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do.
Hello friends, I hope you guys are ready for some super motivating cleaning in today's video. We are getting our houses back in order for the new year. I don't know about you, but as much as I love the holiday decor, when Christmas is over, I am just ready to get the house back in order, back in the more minimal, decluttered, light and bright feeling. I absolutely love the holidays, but when it's over, it's actually a little depressing that it's done. So I like to get it out of the house, usually that week right before New Year's. So you're going to notice in today's video, this was done over the entire week. So you're going to have a couple different outfit changes. But first thing I was doing is just stripping my bed, getting the Christmas sheets off. They had to get washed anyway. That way I could pack everything away. And then we are going to be heading into the kitchen because I knew the biggest project and the thing that was going to take the longest amount of time is my Christmas village. So I wanted to deal with that right away because I also want to make sure it is put away exactly like if it was brand new so that nothing gets ruined.
But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I'm walking in an empty town. I'm walking where we first sat down.
If you are new here, I just want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Cambriea. I am a mom of 3. My oldest boy, Xander, is 9. And then I have Bjorn, who is 6, and then Freya, who is 15 months. But with this new year, I have a ton of stuff planned. If you've been with my channel for a little while, you know our family is planning on moving to Florida this spring. Just kind of waiting for the last little bit of military stuff to go through with my husband. And we plan on moving once the kids are out of school. But with that, this new year is going to be jam-packed of decluttering a ton because anything we don't want to move cross-country. We do live in Wisconsin currently, so it's a cross-country move we are going to be getting rid of. I also am going to be doing a lot of packing and staging of my home. That way, when we go to sell it, it is in the best show form possible. So definitely keep an eye out and hit that notification bell if you haven't yet to stay tuned because right away, kicking off the new year, we are going to start really like nitpicking stuff and decluttering, organizing, and making sure this house is in like perfect brand new condition like when we bought it so that when we list it, we can sell fast and move fast.
Our love will set us free, yeah. Our love will set us free. You know our love will set us free, yeah. Our love will set us free. Our love will set us free. Our love will set us free. You know our love will set us free, yeah.
after that I got the stuff down in the kitchen, I did want to go in the family room real quick and get all the houses in here as well. I wanted to get all the houses together. That way, as I'm packing them away, it was just a lot simpler. So since I did have some on these side tables, I wanted to get in here as well. I am trying to save as much of this fluff as possible. I know people ask me if I buy it new every year, and for the most part, I don't. This year I bought some new stuff, but that's only because I didn't have enough to do everything that I did this year. But this Christmas village is actually from Bobby's grandmother. We just got it this year, so I'm making sure that everything goes back to the exact way that she gave it to us. That way we can keep it for years and pass it down just like she is. I was so grateful to be able to get this from her. When she offered it, I jumped on it because it's that like original Dickinson village, and I absolutely love it. Plus, I'm very nostalgic, and I love having pieces that have memories behind them. So this is definitely something I want to make sure stays really good so I can hand it down to my children and grandchildren.
Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, and I don't care if you spill coffee on me or if the sky is gray or blue. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop, it is my time. I know what it's like to be broke, yeah. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down. Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down.
So I'm curious what your guys' plans are for the new year. Bobby and I actually have our friend's wedding tonight, so we're going to do that, which is going to be so much fun. But I have to be honest, I'm a little nervous because we do not go out late anymore nowadays. So going to a late New Year's Eve wedding, I'm like, just don't fall asleep. But it's going to be so much fun. It's a black tie wedding, and I haven't had a reason to dress up, I think, since prom. So I was super excited for this. But what are you guys doing for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? Do you guys have any traditions? Any fun plans? I think that's the main thing for us. And then we are probably just going to relax on New Year's Day and get back into it once the week starts. I know the boys start school back on Monday, so we are back into just normal life come next week. Now, the other thing I'm curious about is if you guys have any New Year's resolutions. I don't really want to call it a resolution, but I do know that starting the first 2 weeks of January, Bobby and I are going to be doing a detox purely because if you're new here, you may not know this, but I actually have a seizure disorder, so I normally eat very keto just because it is actually better for my health. You can look up keto for epileptic patients, and you can see why that is. But needless to say, after the holidays, we were not eating the best, and I can feel it in my body. So we are going to be doing a really, really strict keto for 2 weeks, more like a carnivore diet to completely detox. So it's not really a New Year's resolution, but definitely happening in the new year because I really need to just get back to feeling better, not so lethargic. I'm like exhausted lately and my joints hurt, so I am definitely ready for that. So let me know, do you guys do resolutions, or do you have any just like plans for the New Year's of goals? Anything in your head that you want to get done with 2022?
Underneath my lips, something about the way you look at me gets me every time I see your face. We should still have fun, though we say we don't, 'cause I just wanna get down with you. The final last time I can call you mine. Once more, then I swear we are through. You can tell me when we're naked.
All right, so my multi-purpose spray, this is the Thieves Cleaner from Young Living. I use this most of the time, especially a lot in the winter, just because I really like the smell of it. I'm not doing a extreme deep clean of the house, but as you know, with holiday decor, flock and glitter just gets everywhere. So I am giving everything a good wipe down, and then I plan on, after this, getting everything like deep cleaned again. I know I'm going to be finding glitter though for probably months. So that's just the realism of after Christmas, between the fake snow and the flocking and the glitter. It is just everywhere, which is why I wanted to do one room at a time. I am going to have all the befores and afters. Like, I know I go insane for Christmas, but I absolutely love it. The kids absolutely love it. So it's a little bit different than my daily decor. So I do want to show you like the before and afters. Now, one thing I do when I take down Christmas is I do not put up my regular decor right away. I like to get everything to a blank slate and then really clean, and then put up the decor again, because might as well, when you don't have everything out, get in there and really get everything done. And I was planning on showing me redecorating the house in today's video, but honestly, this video would have been over an hour long if I did that. So I'm just going to show you guys all the before and afters of crazy Christmas to very clean slate minimalism at the end.
And there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the shame. You got my heartstrings tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. Perfectly opposite. I try to fight you off, but it's so useless. You circle around me like the moon around.
All right, so I wanted to show you guys this real quick because I've told you I've been using Tide for a while for doing my floors. However, recently saw on TikTok doing 2 tablespoons of Tide, 1 tablespoon of borax, and then a splash of Fabuloso to clean your floors. And it is my new obsession. I feel like it does a really good job. It doesn't leave any like film or anything on my floors. But the big thing is when you're using powdered substance is you need to make sure to use really hot water and make sure it completely dissolves everything, because that's the only time you'll have issues. So if you have like a kettle, that's a really good thing to do. Otherwise, I just make sure my faucet water is as hot as like humanly possible. Now, I wanted to talk about, every time I talk about moving, people always ask, one, where? And I know I mentioned that, Florida. But the other reason is why? And why Florida? All these things. So we actually were looking all over down south. And when it comes down to it, it's just purely because we don't like the cold for multiple reasons. One, just don't like being cold. Two, Bobby has a bunch of different like body aches and injuries from being in the military, and it really flares up in the cold. Like when it's cold, he has to be on so many more pain meds than in the summer. But also Bjorn, my middle son, he has asthma and allergies and eczema, and all of those things are worse in the winter. So for a bunch of different reasons, we are moving to Florida. And the reason we picked Florida is that is where my parents are. So we looked in Texas, we looked at Georgia, we even checked out Oklahoma, but really decided that we wanted to be near family. And since I have my parents down there, my aunt and uncles down there, we figured that would be the best fit for us. So we are looking in that like Volusia County part of Florida, anywhere to like Orlando. We're pretty open. We want to be within an hour of my parents. So they are in Daytona, and we want to be within an hour of that area.
There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it.
So because I always get asked about this stick vacuum, this is the Roborock. I have the Roborock stick, and I have the Roborock robot vacuum, and I love them both. This has a bunch of different attachments, so when you see me using a hand vacuum, it is also the stick vacuum, just with a different attachment. So this is the stick vacuum I love. I haven't tried any other ones, but at this rate, I don't really have a need, because I do really, really enjoy this one just for the amount of power it has. You can see right here with all the very, very fine flocking particles that it does a really good job. Now, if you're newer here, you may not know, but last year I actually flocked my tree myself, so I DIY'd it. So that is why it shed so much. Is the DIY is beautiful, and I love the way it worked, and it's a great money saver. But if you have the money to buy a flock tree, it is definitely much, much cleaner of a process.
Heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly It's silent now, we don't say a word. We're just looking at each other. Tears in our eyes from the words we said. Yeah, it kinda broke my heart. Loving you is not so goddamn easy as you think. I'm trying my best to hold on, but I feel myself giving. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. The things you say is always.
So the kids were definitely a little bummed about having Christmas taken down, mainly the older boys. They understand more than Freya does. So when we move upstairs, I did take down the tree in Freya's bedroom, as well as the stuff in our bedroom and our master bathroom. However, I told the boys that I would leave the tree up in their room and the Christmas decorations in their bathroom, just because they love it so much that they didn't want it taken down quite yet. And it really doesn't bother me in their room. Like, my anxiety isn't as big of a deal because I rarely go in their room. They are old enough that it is their responsibility to clean their room. So other than a handful of times a month that I go in there to like deep clean, normally I'm not in there. So I'm plan on leaving it up another couple of weeks for them. And then I'll end up taking it down and getting their room really cleaned as well. Because like I said, with us moving, I can't leave it up, first of all, but also I want to just make sure to go in there and really start decluttering and everything. I know normally I go through their toys before Christmas, but it was honestly so hectic before Christmas that we never got to it. So I definitely need to go through the toys with them and get rid of anything that they are not playing with because they have a lot, especially after Christmas. Like I said, normally we declutter before Christmas, so it's not so chaotic, and we just didn't get to it this year, so it's definitely going to be a New Year thing for sure.
I would do anything just to get you back again. I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent, you deserve a better man, but let me just hold your hand once more.
One thing that I find crazy whenever I take down Christmas, like I like the light and bright and airy feel in my house, and I don't even realize how, I don't want to say dark, but dark all the Christmas decor makes the house. And it wasn't until I was even watching this video back of the befores and afters just to notice how much more airy our bedroom and the family room and the kitchen and everything feels after everything was put away. It's insane. But on this day, after I got done with this room, Freya had woken up. She had actually just gotten her shots this day. We went to the doctor, and she was all about just cuddling with Mama. So I didn't do anything else on this main floor until Bobby got home, and he helped me with the last little bit down there and the windows and things like that. So it's the following day that I went upstairs and wanted to, like I said, straighten up Freya's room and then move on to our room as well. Luckily, Freya's room isn't that hard at all. She doesn't have a ton of toys in her room, and the ones she has are really big toys. So cleaning her room up never takes me more than like 10 minutes. And I think that's including with taking down the couple decorations she had in here as well.
I wanna take you out, show you what I'm all about, make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him, I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin, cause we're still sleeping in my head.
I always get questions about this rug in Freya's room and the rug in the boys' room. They are the same rug, just different colors, and I got them off of Amazon. I'm like 90% sure I do have it linked in my Amazon store. I do love these rugs, mainly because they're not that expensive. And I feel like for kids' rooms, that's really, really important because they're going to end up spilling stuff on them anyway. I've actually replaced the boys' rug once already just because they had gotten stuff on it and I was just not happy with the way it was cleaning. So I ended up replacing it. So I do like these rugs. They're super cozy. They clean fairly well. But in the end, if you have them in a kid's room and you know they're going to end up getting destroyed in the long run, they're not that expensive. And to me, that is a huge win for their rooms.
Things that I never could explain. Fill the blanks in our dirty sheets. When I'm missing a single piece, what are we doing? Turning gray, and somehow there's no one to blame. We don't know how to behave, we don't listen. Now this is the price that we pay, facing the problems we made. None of it makes any sense. Can you feel it? I don't wanna hear all your table talk. Let me see the one who you really are. I know it's so easy.
So I do know Drake is super excited that I took down this tree. Drake is our Siberian Husky, and normally where this tree is where his dog bed is. Now his dog bed is still in our room. It's just in a different corner, but he is definitely a creature of habit and was very happy when his bed went back where it belongs. Bailey, our St. Bernard, could care less. He sleeps in the bathroom. And he has never slept on a bed, even though I bought like this really nice big bed for him. He does not sleep in it. But Drake definitely only will sleep in a bed and does not like when you move his things around. So he was very, very happy that I finally took this stuff down and was able to move his bed back into the corner that he definitely believes it belongs.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? We are lost for the cause in our unspecific state. It's the logic of things that I never could explain. Fill the blanks in our dirty sheets. When I'm missing a single piece.
Talking about the dogs, another question I get often is with us moving is how the dogs are going to handle it because they are a St. Bernard and a Siberian Husky. And I always let people know that they're actually going to be able to handle it really well. So Drake is a total baby when it comes to cold. Like, he hates the cold. He goes outside, goes potty, and comes in immediately. Now, in the summer, he will sunbathe outside on the patio all day. He does not mind heat at all, and same with Bailey. But Bailey doesn't mind the cold either. But Drake is a baby. Now, the biggest thing is, though, that these type of dogs have different fur. So they shed their winter coats and their summer coats and just kind of adapt. So I'm really not worried about them being in Florida. The biggest difference is going to be is like when it's really, really hot, that we'll probably take them for walks at night compared to in the middle of the day. But that's really no different than in the middle of winter here when the dogs don't want to go for walks either. It's just down there they won't want to go for walks in the middle of the day because of the heat, where up here they don't want to go because of the cold. So I'm really not too worried about them going down there because they truly actually love the summers here in Wisconsin. And the summers here in Wisconsin, if you're from Wisconsin, you like understand, like, we get cold, really cold in the winter. However, our summers are often hotter than Florida. Like, we often are talking to my parents and we'll be having like 95 and humid, and they're at that like comfortable 85 not too humid. Now, mind you, they are by the beach, so I think that's part of the reason they don't deal with the humidity quite as bad. But I can't tell you how many times it is more hot here in Wisconsin than it is at my parents' house. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it got you motivated to get your house back in order for the New Year's. Definitely, if you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I post new videos. Because like I said, if you don't hit that, often YouTube will not notify you. And I would love if you guys would share my video today. It is something that just really helps out my channel. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you enjoyed it and helps get this video to other viewers. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that share button, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below what you want to see for the new year. Like, is there a specific room? What exactly do you want to see my videos with the new year coming up? But for now, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and I hope you have a fantastic New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But until next time, bye.